Square business. Every bot of D. What are we gonna talk about, Dave? I don't know. Let's talk about what people request of Siri Unwanted. Wow. Did you hear that? That was ice that just exploded. For real. Massacres, la 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 la. That's high height right there, right there. What are you trying to do? Watch my fingers, little mama. Do you feed your dog bones, anybody? You're scared to feed your dog bones, aren't you? You will listen to the... You'll listen to the veterinarians, won't you? Have you ever known anybody that worked in a veterinarian office? I have. I've known a few people. They say that's the worst place to bring your animal. You know, the veterinarians, they push the shit that the food companies want them to push. You know that? You don't believe me? Guys, I'm telling you to question everything. You know, in the Bible it says, worrying about shit won't add one hair to your head. Not one. You know, the people that you pray to, it says you worry and you try to figure shit out and you're trying to do this and set that up, and ain't none of that don't matter. I mean, to some of you it does, and I get it. You know, because what controls the majority of us? The fear of it. The fear of what? Well, the fear of not being able to have a house. The fear of not being able to drink water. The fear of not being able to eat food or be warm or have somebody love me or cherish me. The fear of it. I don't work in fear. And if there's a joke to be had, oh, we're going to make a joke. Man, woman, kid. Well, not kid, but man, woman, I'm joking about you if you let me. As you can joke about me. Yeah. Says the homeless guy in the car. Right? That's a lot of your go-to. Says the homeless guy in the car? Are we going to listen to him? You don't have to listen to anybody, man. So there was a doctor, and you know, he spent his whole life studying about bones, and he was a bone doctor. And I guess he outdid people, right? And he's still lost in his own mind now. None of that matters anymore. All the little, whatever it is he did to become whatever. What does that mean, Dave? Become prestigious. To become somebody that we respect. In the end, it didn't matter. Because he's lost in his own mind. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know some of the things that are happening around him. He doesn't know why this is particular to that. Like, what do you mean, Dave? Like, why is there a $20 bill in my wallet? But there are no cards. And where's my ID? And these people that are around him have to constantly explain why it is that he's lost in his own mind. So I say that to say this. Worrying about shit won't add one hair or day of life to you. Whatever it is that makes you happy, guys. Whatever it is that makes you whole. What makes Dave whole? What makes me whole is my own thought process, which one day will no longer be. One day I will too be lost in my own brain. If I don't die before then. I had a grandfather. I had because RIP, right? And granddad drank every day. He was one of those nice guys that drank. He wasn't a mean guy. I love my granddad. And he ate a pork chop every day, fried with fried eggs, flour tortilla, every day. This is what he ate. You know how he died? He slipped and he fell. Did his diet matter after he slipped and fell? No, none of that fucking shit that we used to harp on him, right? His daughters, my aunts, and my uncle, because he only had 2 sons. Did any of that matter? No. His cholesterol level, none of that shit mattered. He fucking slipped and fell. And you know how he slipped and fell? They were having a garage sale. And somebody left hangers on the porch. And that's what he slipped and fell on. And he died from the fall because he slipped, fell off the porch, smacked his head against the concrete. C'est la vie. Should we outlaw hangers for the cause of that death? Huh? We outlaw everything else behind fear. That's what controls the mass, the fear of, which brings me into that topic about what we were talking about the other day when I did that 8-hour stream, how they use fear of the unknown to control. I won't say you because I don't really know you. And I'm talking to you. I know we got so many people in here, but I'm talking to you. If you feel me talking to you, I'm talking to you. What will be, will be. And if you have true love in your heart, then you'll love no matter what. Right? You're Christ. Right? I say that to the Christians. I'm not a Christian. Your Christ hung out with all of the lowlifes. Your Christ did. He hung out with all the lowlifes. He didn't hang out with all of you people that think you're do-gooders. He didn't hang out with you guys. He called you pretenders. All right? So what I'm saying is true love loves regardless of faults, regardless of whatever fault or psychotic episode a person goes through and does whatever through in that psychotic episode. Boom. I lost my mind for a split second, right? The kids that you see on YouTube nowadays that are getting sentenced to, whatever it is they did, and they're crying because they had a moment of a psychotic episode and they took a life, or they did a violation of someone. God that you pray to loves those individuals, the sick ones, the non-sick ones. And when I mean sick, I mean sick. So we define it as, right? Because our reality is based on fear. Fear of what is to come. Fear of, if I do this, what is going to happen to me? And then they'll call it madness if you try to speak up on things. If you speak on something that, hey, let's do a devil's advocate. What do you mean? A guy with the initials AH. Everybody knows that guy. He's hated. The same way they hate the guy with the initials DT. And what I want you to understand is how they control things. What? How do they control these things? How could I set you up and have people believe, right? Believe the worst about you? How is it that I can do these things? The easiest way to do it is to honeypot you. To honeypot you, whomever you are. I can't see any comments because the sun is right in my face, but I see these little. Okay, so we're going to do this. The guy with the AH name, they came to him and they said, hey, yo, dude, we want to put a World Bank in your country. We're going to print your money. We'll create the debt like we have here, the Federal Reserve, right? The ones who own that are the ones, if you ever speak negatively about them, you will get canceled immediately. And you'll lose billions of dollars immediately if you ever say anything negative about these people, about this group of people. They're the ones that own the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve, guys, is not a government entity. It's a private corporation, man. And so they come to this guy and they say, yo, man, we want to put this bank in your country. And he says, no. And they say, we're going to make them believe that you are a genocidal maniac. And then we're going to put people around you that you'll trust, and we'll have them tell you to do these other things that we can misconstrue. Now, hey, listen, was I there? Do I know? No, I'm playing a devil's advocate. We're going, what if it was all a setup to fool you? To say, never do what we don't want you to do. We will make you like who? A guy with the initials DC, right? He turned down $50 million. And they go, and he goes, well, what do my fans say? Oh, your fans are going to believe that you're a drug addict crackhead that went crazy. That's what your fans are going to believe. And it came to pass that they believe that. They'll ruin you. Who is they? Them. They are them. Those that hide things from you to keep you in the dark so that you will be fearful. The Vikings believed that the only way to make it into heaven was through battle. And we had to cancel that belief out because, well, we don't need anybody rising up and storming the castle. So be careful of what it is that you believe and what it is that you try to tell people to do. All I'm saying is question everything, because we don't know anything. No one does. No one knows for sure. No one. Right? They told you that aliens didn't exist. And now, did you see in the Super Bowl? How many movies about aliens are coming out? I think it was 2 or 3. Right? this agenda, they're going to start opening it up. Our masters are going to reveal themselves, right? And you're going to freak out. And you're going to call them demons, right? And you'll talk about Satan, all these spiritual characters, all these characters that we've never ever seen before, right? But they have writings about these characters in the ancient civilizations. Nobody wonders why they find little drawings of jets and spaceships way back nobody. You just go on with your fucking life. You make your little TikTok. You put your little lip gloss on, or you get your little buff on by going to the gym, right? And you say that this is what matters to being, healthy. There was a man that smoked cigarettes and drank alcohol every day and never lifted a weight in his life. He lived to be 101. A lady lived to be 105. Never fucking ran a mile in her life. It doesn't matter, guys. You know what matters? The moment. The moment that you're in. That's what matters, man. Don't take it from me. I'm the guy in the fucking truck. Don't listen to me. You go out there and you find out for yourself. You make these plans. You make these plans for what, Dave? What do they make the plan? They make the plans to be in the moment. I'm making these plans because I'm about to go to this island. It's a tropical island. Ooh, wee, wee. I'm going to this island. I'm hopping on a jet. I'm finna go. I'm making these plans so that way I can be in the moment. Because that's all that matters is the moment. But you get caught up in thinking that the plans matter. Right? And if you know, like I know, nothing goes according to plan. Nothing. There was a sphere, and they didn't know how it worked. They just know that it came from a star system that was 30 some odd light years away. And when you gave it things, it turned on. And it did things, and it made things do this and that. But how did the sphere work? I don't know how the sphere worked. Maybe God made it. And I started joking with you guys. A lot of people got upset about the sphere that God made because we can't understand it. We can't understand its workings. We just know that they exist. And it's an anti-gravity machine, if you will. No, I fucking love you, babe. And that's why we've become such a hateful society. Why, Dave? Because we don't really know and we don't understand, and everybody's nervous and everybody's scared. And dogs with shiny coats, they're healthy. Did you know that? It's like having healthy skin. It tells a lot about you. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let's take a drive, right? And nobody wants to hear that shit. They want to see, like this guy says, they want to see booty cheeks clap. And they want to be caught up in their own little, whatever perversions this person has going on in their head, right? It's probably a child that has no guidance. It's probably a child that has no one to really talk to get game from, to learn the workings and the ins and the outs of the world, right? Because you guys don't like hanging out with old people. Only if they're being profane, then it's cute. right? The little old ladies that they record being profane, and they get so many millions of views, and because they think that that's awesome, you know. That's what we have. And why do we like it so much? Why we like it so much, and they call it negativity. They call it negativity. Who decided which one was what? The masses. Yeah, but even in your Bible, it says that the road is narrow. Have you guys seen those mega church? You think that's a narrow road? And did you see how that guy Joel Osteen, he did his mass sacrifice? He had somebody. This is all out of my own head. None of this is proven. These are just my thoughts and my feelings. The guy in the truck. But just like Ariana Grande, they said that was when she had somebody come into her concert and kill up a whole bunch of folks. Not that she had it, but it did happen at her concert. Stop. It did happen at her concert. It happened at Travis Scott concert too. Right? And so Joel Osteen, in his mega church in Houston, a lady went in there and shot up some folks, and then they shot her kid that she was with. Right? The Aztecs would take people and rip their hearts out, throw them in the pit. So there's something about spilling the blood of a human. There's something about that. Is it a spiritual thing? I don't know, man. What is spirituality? I don't know. Anybody that thinks they do know, I'm telling you right now, they're lying to you, man. Everything is a theory. Mathematics is a theory. This language that we're speaking, it's all theoretical. Why? Because even now we're changing the way what things mean. You can be a girl, you can be a boy. No, that don't even mean that. A girl and a boy being that doesn't even mean that anymore. Right? They're reconstructing the construct of word meaning. And it's going to happen. It's already happening in the schools. They're teaching it. They're reprogramming. Right? Because they think that that's going to take us to a higher level. Why? Because those people that they caught, or those things that they caught, that created these balls that come 30-something light years away, they all think on a collective. That's why I was saying, do you think those, stop. Get back. Get back. No, I don't want no kisses. I'm talking to these people. I'm talking to these, well, I don't know what I'm talking to. I'm talking to a screen. I don't even know who's out there. It's all a dream. None of this is real. Right? Is this what you wanted? The guy that lives in his truck, that leaves his dogs in the truck, he deserves to have his dogs taken. People tell me that all the time in the comment of that one video that I made. I deserve to have my dogs taken from me. So that way they could really go through some torment, right? Yeah. Has anybody ever volunteered in an animal shelter? I see the guys that volunteer in animal shelters. I see those videos. Have you ever seen those dogs that live in the shelters? Huh? You ever seen those dogs that live in the shelters? You think they look like that? I don't think they look like this. I think they look scared and withdrawn. Because in that moment, there's nobody that really loves them. And you get mad because my dogs get a little warm. They're a little warm. So that makes you want to hate because You're programmed to believe that air condition is a thing for survival. That's what a majority of people believe. I will never believe that. Even when I build a little cabin on my land, even when that happens, we still ain't gonna spend a lot of time there. We're gonna be like this, going here, going there, in the truck, work that way, work this way. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna read some comments now, okay? Let's start from the top. Wow. Oh, Sunshine, are you still here? Don't answer yet. I'm still up at the top of the commentals. Let's get out of the sun. Let's go into a shaded area. Did you know that that's what the translation for Jesus is? SUNGOD. You ain't got to believe me. Just go research it, guys. Because they were trying to translate it to mean son of God, right? And they couldn't. The Greeks, they couldn't. And which one of those religious sects is right anyways? Does anybody know? Oh, mine is! Mine killed the most people. Ah, I get it. Did you ever hear of the Christian Crusades? Where they were battling with the Moors, right? And the Christians, soldiers, they would ask these people if they would take Jesus to be their Lord and Savior, and they had their baby in their hand when they were asked these questions. And you ain't got to believe me with this. You can just go read it somewhere. Just look it up. And if they wouldn't, they'd throw their babies in the air and they would catch them on their spears. Did you ever hear of the massacres of the Native Americans that happened here? Those were done by the armies. 80% of the army are Christians. So, hey, listen, guys. You ain't got to get mad at me, man. I haven't killed anyone. Let's see what we got, guys. Let's see who's talking shit. Sunshine, what's happening, girl? I thought you was mad at me because I'll be making jokes about women. I saw your last comment about not attacking women. I'm going to joke about a woman if she's attacking me. And how is she attacking me? By showing me what is natural for me to be attracted to, right? I think that that's wrong and it's inconsiderate for women to wear the most tightest thing possible and show stuff that they know is going to drive a man into lust. I think that's wrong. And I'm going to make jokes about it, okay? I will always make jokes about women that do that. Like the woman, she lives on a farm and she has these big unnatural tits and she wears these coveralls with her tits showing and she's like, come on, man. We get it. We understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to drive me into some lust thing where I'm always wanting to watch you. I think that that's wrong. And I will always joke about that kind of stuff. That's like me if I was to go get some tight pants and show y'all my dick print, show you how big my dick was. You know what I'm saying? Same kind of shit. Okay, here we go. Chris Fadling says amen. I don't know what amen means. I think that that's a name of a god, Amen Ra. Did you know that? Amen Ra is where amen come from. You ain't got to believe me. Research the shit that you talk about, Christian. That's all you got to do. Research. Shout out to Billy Carson. Hop up on some of his shit, man. Billy Carson can enlighten you guys. with some of these ancient texts and our true masters. Okay? They're discovering that we have caps on our DNA, right? Before we used to live for thousands of years, like in the Bible times. You're like, wait, how do these motherfuckers live so long? Now we have caps on our DNA. Hey, Dave, just found you. I appreciate your words of wisdom. I'm going through some hard times, and seeing you and your dogs helps. Love ya. Yes, remember, the planet Earth, guys, is meant to be hard. It's meant to be that way. It's not going to break you, though. Only you can break yourself. Only you can say, I don't want to do this no more. Only you can do that. No one else can determine which way you're going to go. Only you can. Matthew says your dogs loves you, man. Yeah, well, hopefully they stop eating up my shit. This is what Little did today. There used to be a Velcro strap on my glove. It's no longer there. She did it. It's okay. I love them. Luke Cameron says, dog just wants attention like every other thing that we deal with. Children, women or men, or whatever, life entities. We'll say that, Dave. That's all inclusive. A life entity always wants some kind of attention, right? That's the worship gene that we have in us. We don't know why it is we got to worship. We just do. Who's here? Is there anybody out here? No. Go run. Oh, they both ran out. They don't know why it is we have to worship things, but we do. Whatever it is. Whether it be a woman, a man, a fat ass booty, a big dick, good hair, a pretty face, the way someone puts on makeup, the way somebody throws a football, the way somebody runs a football, the way somebody strokes a tennis racket and hits it. We got to worship. It's in us. That's part of the design for our whomever created us. It was an easier way for them to control us. Then we start getting wise to that, and we stop doing that. And then they always knew that we had what inside of us? We have fear inside of us. It's the easiest thing to control a human is the fear of whatever it is. The fear of not making enough money. I won't get the finest chick. I won't be able to take care of my kids. I know a bunch of poor people. I was poor growing up. Nobody ever, they might not have had a dinner every night, but nobody ever died. And if they did, remember this. And I know it's hard. The planet is a hard place. The cosmos, the space out there, the sun is exploding right now. You can't hear it. It's all fucking hardcore, dude. The amount of force that it takes for a seedling to push out of the ground. You know how much that is? Come on, guys. It's all fucking hardcore, guys. We've become soft in the time of, what is it? God damn, my brain just went blank. Oh, shit. Civilization. And I want you guys to take this into consideration. Things or places that are closer to the equator, jungle regions, they're less civilized than the places that are colder. Why is that? Does anybody know? You don't care. I get it. David Anderson has no words, only emojis. Well, David Anderson, you should work on that, okay? Work on the spoken language because it's some people say that the spoken language is witchcraft. Did you ever take that in consideration? It's witchcraft, and we're spelling on people. Hence, spelling class, to learn how to spell. Now, the meanings might be different, but the frequency that's spoken is all the same. Like with morning. Good morning. It's spelled differently, and it has two different meanings, but it sounds the same as to mourn something. What are we mourning, Dave? I don't know. Whatever makes you cry, whatever you lost. So I don't use mourning. I try not to use it. No offense, Sunshine, but I try not to use that. I try to say good day to people. Right? Right. David Anderson, respect. Yes. Ah, here we go. Cole Bailey. Cole Bailey has never had a free thought in his mind without being on some type of hard drug. And I get it, dude. I completely fucking get it, man. You know, when people come up with their own free thoughts and they're passionate and you don't understand it and it's hard for you to understand it, that's what you do. You project some type of negative connotation on them. Are you on drugs? No, Secret Agent 24891, Cole Bailey. We're not on any drugs, only the natural chemicals that are in my brain. So I guess you could say that I'm on chemicals, as we all are. Ah, Alfredo Fuentes. Alfredo Fuentes. Alfredo Fuentes is mad because his English is horrible. And yes, that's a low blow at you, Alfredo. Okay? I'm shooting low blows at people that talk this way. Ooh, look. Yes, David Anderson. Your dog is a bitch too. And in all actuality, Alfredo Fuentes, they're both bitches. You know, but being that you're probably not that educated, you don't really understand what the word bitch means. Right? You don't understand that word. So we're gonna let your poor vernacular slide. Henry Cormier thinks that there's a deep state. Don't you, Henry? Henry Cormier thinks that there is a deep state. He doesn't know that it's just your master. Luke Cameron, Cole Bailey, I know you saw that. Oh, no, I didn't see it. However, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. David Anderson, he's from the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. Right on, David Anderson. Rio Grande Valley. Get it? There was a lady that had 2 children or 3 children, right? And she had a babysitter babysit them. And the lady or person, I can't really remember if it was a lady or a man or a little boy or whatever. I think it was a woman. She had taken advantage of the small humans. You know what the mom did? She killed all of them. She killed all of them. Why? Why? Because in her way of thinking, it was better for her children to never try to live past the pain that was caused to them. And in her belief, she was releasing them from this this bio prison that entraps your spirit, or the electricity that pumps through your body. So she released them in her mind. But in our minds, we couldn't understand that. So they gave her the death penalty. Was she right? Was she wrong? You know, it's only the fear and the, oh my God, why would you do that? It happens to me too, guys. I'm not without it. Why do you think I still have the dogs? Why do you think I still have the dogs? They eat my stuff up, right? They rip up my bed. I have to spend extra money on them to feed them. I can't have a second job because I got to spend time with them. Why is that? Because my heartstrings, right? That emotion that I can't go, you know what? Get that emotion out of you. You're not going to be able to ever get to your main goal, Dave. You're not going to be able to get to your main goal quickly, right? Because you got to care for these dogs for at least another 8 years until they get old enough and die. I got to care for them. That's another 8 or 9 years of my life that I got to devote to them. And then on top of that, walk a certain way with them, because the majority of people are so soft and scared when they think that there's a certain way that you got to do things. This is the easiest route to being comfortable. You got to do this, right? Don't you want to be comfortable? Don't you want to be able to hop on a jet? I don't know. Ask the motherfuckers that went down in the jet. Did they want to be on the jet at that moment in time? I don't think they did. I don't think they did. We want to do things so we can hop on the boat, take a cruise. What about the boat that went down? Do you think those people wanted to be on that boat in that moment of time? I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I think more than half of them asked, God, I wish I was just at my house. God, I just wish I was just at home. Clint Fading goes that I would do a lot for the master, I think, as a Christian. What if that's incorrect? What if it's not? I like that part. What if it's not? Are you willing to gamble with that? Right? There's that fear tactic. Are you willing to gamble your soul with being incorrect? Are you willing to gamble it, Dave? I'm willing to gamble it. I'm willing to. Right? I knew somebody that died and came back. I knew this person. I saw the person die. I witnessed it. I saw the person turn gray, right? From the death and the cold, like a bluish gray. I seen this person turn, right? And then all of a sudden, poop, came back. You know what that person said? Death was like? Nothing. It was black. It was nothing. And that's somebody that I know closely. So, am I saying it's right? See, because then when they recreate the human, like they already have, and then you try to, oh, it's soulless. No one knows that. Cole Bailey. Oh, Luke Cameron retracted a message. Luke. Cole Bailey, this is your brain on drugs. Remember, guys, there are people out here, millions of people out here that try to dissuade and detract. Remember that. Okay? Cole Bailey, I believe, is one of them. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can find you, Cole Bailey. Or we'll see if you're just a faceless robot. Let's see, guys. We're looking for Cole Bailey. Cole with a K, because he's a killer. What kind of picture do you have, Cole Bailey? Some kind of truck. By God. And we'll flip up a few Cole Baileys. And we'll stop. Because yes, indeed, he is just a faceless person. Hey, babe, you done? Are you done? Are you fucking done? Huh? Is it good? Come on. Yeah. A damn good show. Dave Chappelle, true story. Yes. That's the thing. They can do whatever they want. They can make you look however they want to. Who is they? The motherfuckers that the government gets loans from. Some true shit, man. You know, they never talk about Winston Churchill bombing them into a war. They don't talk about that. I'm just being an advocate here for the devil, that's all. Matthew says, end of the day, we know jack shit about this world and will be gone in a blink of an eye. Just try to be a good person. See, there you go again, though. Who gets to define what is good? Remember, there were Native American tribes that raided other Native American tribes, stole humans, stole goods, and to each other, they were good warriors. So is that the kind of good you're talking about? See how the definition on things change? Who is to say what is good? That's my point. Who's to say what is bad? Them, they, those. No way, Ed Henry Cormer. What did Henry Cormer say? Oh, he's agreeing with the soberality of it all. I get it. There's the other Amen Ra. Amen Ra, guys. A-M-E-N-R-A. It was a extraterrestrial named Amen Ra. He created things. He was this, he made civilizations. Clint Fattling, I do. I know him personally. Same, Clint. Yeah, please let your dog, bro, for the viewers. Don't know what you're trying to tell me. Just like people hate on you every day, hates on me, pictures are quick to judge what they don't understand. Drunk on res. He showed me the names of the prophets and the apostles and told me none of these kings in drunkenness have they trusted. What I believe is not the point. What I do is never tell anybody what to do on my own business. And I speak the truth because when you lie, it's because you're afraid, and I'm not. No man, woman, or child. Please sober up. Hey! Stop. What are you doing? Why are you biting on my dog like that? Huh? Don't break any of my dog's skin, dog. Wait, sunshine? No. Let me see what you deleted. Thank God I have the... Hi. Booty cheeks. Booty cheeks. That's this dude. Wait. I'm looking at these. Sunshine. We're not deleting anything, Sunshine. Oh, you want to delete the spam? That's fine. She deleted the spam. Yes. She deleted the spam. Don't drive. And then was timed out. Hee hee. Oh, look at that. Clint Fadling. Sin feels good, but the end result always leads to death. Wait. Hold on now. But you say that following Jesus feels good too, though, right? That feeling of love and the Holy Spirit and all that stuff, that feels good too, bud. So they say. So there goes that definition of what good and good ain't. Gets kind of, you know, it gets kind of bang, bang, boogied. Lost in translation, if you will. Her kid? Fuck the kid do. Yes, her kids. The kid did nothing but endure pain and will continue to endure that pain. Right? Trying to get past the pain of what had happened to it. That's the thing. Can you see why she did it? I can see why she did it. I completely understand. Because it was a whole lot of pain to get over. What if that person or the child never got over the pain and turned into the same thing? I think about these things. Clint Fadling knows God. Ooh, that's a bold statement, my friend. Because how did you reach this conclusion, Mr. Clint? You reach this conclusion in your own mind. That's your own mind. That's your own heart. That's your heart. How you said, "Oh no, I know for sure. I know for sure because I know because of this, and I know because of that." However, Epstein Island, how many of those kids you think cried out for God? How many? Or the mother and father of those kids that got stolen and shipped somewhere. How many of them cried out to God? It's only your own imagination, man. You imagine these things. And because you want to believe them to be true so badly, you'll say, "Oh, well, it was the devil." Well, in your book that you study, who created the devil? And if your God is all knowing, he knew what he was doing. Why? Oh, to tempt the true believers, to tempt the ones that can absolutely walk that line. That's why he did it, Dave. Because he wanted to tempt the ones that he wanted to weed out. So he created me, and he created that and that and those people and that people only to weed us out? What kind of shit is that, man? I'd rather not. Is there any way that I can rather not? Why fuck with me like that? I didn't do nothing to you. I don't want to go through some game, some test. I don't want to do it. Why do I have to do it? Why create me that way? To weed me out? If I don't take the shit you say to be true? That's not fucking fair. That's not cool. But then again, life ain't fair, right? We know that. Life's not fair, guys. Right, little? Life's not fair, babe. know God is real. Wow, wow. And he made all these fucking games up. Why? Why did he make the devil again? To torture? Why did he do that? Why did he let the devil fuck with Job? Take everything that he had? Why did he let the devil talk him into doing these things? Take his wife, only to bless him that much more? That was the end result, so that he could get blessed even more. So it was a materialistic thing then. That's why he kept praising God for material possessions, for a new wife, a better wife, better children, right? Better things. Wow, how they dangle that materialism in front of your face. Here you go. That's why you keep praising him. So that way you can gain, right? Because you want to get to heaven, don't you? Why do we want to get to heaven again? For peace? You lose me with this stuff. All I see is control. To control you and sit you there. Keep you seated at the table. Maybe. Maybe not. Yes, seek and you will find. And let those who have ears, let them hear. And those who have eyes, let them see. No. And also remember this, Clint. That book that you read, there's a lot of it missing. So ask yourself, why? Why did they take shit out? Why did they take things out? And don't say, that's not true. Then you're not fucking researching, buddy. You're not trying to really find the truth. If you think you have a complete text of what was going on back in the ancient times of where this shit came from to control you. Girls, little, come. 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 Get your fucking asses in here. It's enough bullshitting. Let's go. Go. Why did Yahshua disappear as a child and then come back into view at the age of 33? What does the 33 degree mean? What is so powerful about 3 and 3? You got to seek it out, my friend. And remember, all that shit that's in your brain is nothing but chemicals. For all of you that are talking about drugs and shit, you're all on drugs. You're all on chemicals. Every single last one of us. Right? And to think outside of this way that they have conformed you, well, then that's just insanity, isn't it? But why do some people like to do that? Oh, because they're not thinking correctly. That's why. And the people that did think that way, well, we slaughtered them all. Even their women and their children. Do you not know about massacres, guys? There are tons of Native American massacres that happened right here in Estados Unidos, in the United States. Tons of massacres, guys. Why did they do that? Because they didn't like the way those people thought. And then you'll go, see, that was God. Because they didn't believe in God. Because they didn't believe in Christ. Yeah, the same way the Moors did, right? Throw your baby in the air, and I'm going to catch it on this spear. Boop. Oh, you don't believe in Jesus? No. Oh, you still don't? Okay. Death to you then. Next. I got your child. Do you believe in Jesus? You saw what happened to the last tribe member's kid. I'm going to throw this motherfucker in the air and catch it on my spear. If you don't take Christ as your Lord and Savior. Remember what the Bible says. A good tree doesn't produce bad fruit. And a bad tree doesn't produce good fruit. What does that mean? Only sometimes? Oh, wait. Oh, in your church, right? In your sect, in your Christian sect? Is that what it is? Come on, man. Miss me with that. They slaughtered hundreds of thousands. Your Christianity did. Slaughtered hundreds of thousands. Is that a good tree or is that a bad tree? Oh, it was a tree in its beginning stages. We don't do that anymore. Really? Joel Osteen just had a massacre in his church. Joel Osteen just had a... Oh, but he's not a real Christian. Oh, okay. Listen, man. I'm starting to get confused now, Mr. Clint. You're confusing me with all this woozy, with all this wazy. A good tree doesn't produce bad fruit. And a bad tree can't produce good fruit. So which one is it? You took out people that didn't believe what you believed. You recreated the way that people think. And you want me to hop on that bandwagon. Because why again? Because you think you know God? Because you think you know. No, I know, man. He took me up in his spaceship and sat me on his throne and all that. Well, there was a man that cried out to God because his child that was 2.5 choked on a penny and died. And he cried out to God. You know what happened? His kid got buried a week later. Nothing happened. Why again? It was a test. It was a test. So our God is a test giver. He likes to give tests. Okay. Do I believe in a greater power? Hell yeah, there's something that made us. But, you know, I like to look at things for what they are. And I paid attention in world history. And when they talked about the Christian Crusades, I definitely paid attention because I wanted to know. And when they talked about the massacres that the Christians that were crusading for Christ, the massacres that they did, I was like, wait, but a good tree don't produce bad fruit and a bad tree don't produce good fruit. So what the fuck are these guys? I mean, is murdering someone that doesn't believe the way you believe, is that good? So if you don't believe what I believe, I can wipe you out and your whole tribe because I have the guns. Think about what you're talking about, brothers and sisters. Think about what it is that's in your brain and how you've been formatted. Think about these things. No, that's... Dude, you're gonna burn, brother, sisters. We're all going down that road together. Because the path is narrow. Right? The path of the righteous is narrow. How do you know I'm not the righteous? You think a lot of people think the way I do? No, the majority of you believe in all that stuff. The mumbo jumbo. The, Muslims, Judaism, Christianity. They all believe in the same God, but in different formatation. Which one of those is right? Which one? The Christians are right. No, Judaism is right. No, Hamdulillah. That's who's right. Oh, I get it. There's going to be a war. And then they're going to call it a holy war? What's so holy about people blowing up and fighting over a deity? What's so holy about that? I don't know. I'm confused. I'm not catching on to what we're saying. What is it, guys? It's one or the other. Is it good or is it bad? Have you not taken world history? I think they teach that in 8th or 9th grade. Oh, wait, 9th grade was U.S. history. It's where you learn about a lot of the Native American massacres, which they probably changed that by now. They probably don't want you really knowing about that. You know, I went to school back when they taught cursive, which some college students that come into my store that I talk to, I ask them that question. Hey, do you know how to write cursive, read cursive? No, not really. Wait, but you're studying to become what? Oh, I want to become a lawyer. And you don't know cursive? Wow. Wow. This is why they taken Latin out of our high schools. You know, they used to, I was a mandatory class, Latin. Do you want to know why Latin was a mandatory class? Because then you could understand root words that we still use, like addiction, right? And the word addiction is a Latin word that means slave to me. So if you were someone's addicto, you were their slave. Listen, man, I'm just telling you what I read. You don't have to believe me. You can go find it out on your own. Thank God for Google, if you believe in that. That's what I'm saying. You got to question everything. What's real? What ain't real, Dave? Well, I know one thing that is real. Fried rice, motherfuckers. Fried rice is dope. For all of you that hate China. Fried rice go hard in the mother paint. Ain't that right, Gita? Yeah. Oh, Lily. Oh, Lily. Motherfucker, I want to bang your fucking head. Sorry, I was going into the comments and I had stopped because I started thinking about the Chinese. And they don't allow Christianity in China. Did you know that? You want to know why they don't allow Christianity in China? Does anybody know? Does anybody want to take a guess? Here, let me get down to the... I finished reading. I need to get down to my chat. Here we go. Oh, George Carlin is gone. Yes. Mr. The Illusion of Choice. That's why you only have one or two. Well, you got two candidates, but you got 23 flavors or 31 flavors at Baskin and Robbins, motherfuckers. Because they want you to believe that you have choice. Yeah, they do. They're fooling you. You don't need God to love your fellow human. All you need is empathy and understanding. And knowing that everybody shits between two fucking feet. And everybody got to put one pant leg on at a time. Unless you were born in medieval times where they used ladders because the pants were so fucking stiff. You guys know that? In the Victorian times when the guys wore the tight-ass pants that went past their knee or up to their knee, they used ladders and they stepped in at both times to get in those pants. I bet y'all didn't know that, right? I bet you didn't know that a fucking cheese wonton is absolutely delicious in the wonton soup. I bet you didn't know that. But you should definitely go try it out. You should definitely go try it out, bros and sisses. I'm ready to go. And what are we ready to go do right now? Is this a robbery? Or is this a COVID? They'll believe whatever we tell them. That's what they said. You want to know why they said that? Because the majority of us have mush for brain. And you want the easy thing. You're like, yes, I'll take that one. Yes, that's easy. That's easy for me. Hell no, you get your fucking ass over here and you give me your love. You're my girl. You're my dog. No. You're my dog. Let's see, we'll go here. Let's see, Bosworth says, I agree, Mr. Dead. Manifest destiny. Millions, excuse me, the Christians slaughtered millions. The truth, the light, and the way? That sounds like some brainwash technique if you ask me. That's right, baby, their God killed millions. But a good tree doesn't produce bad fruit. Right? And I can never believe the Bible. You want to know why? Because it's incomplete. It's incomplete. You guys gotta fucking know that already, man. In this day and age of information, you gotta know that the book that you're reading is incomplete. So why would you try to preach that shit, man? That's right, mama. Why the fuck? Come here.
That's my baby. That's my puppy. I'm my tita and my lily. Oh.
So who's on drugs here? Me or you? I met God once. He was in a bathroom stall in San Diego, California. I don't know what kind of smoke was coming out of that stall, but I met him. How'd you know it was God, Dave? Who fucking knows? Henry Cormer says, would you say that you're happy? Am I happy about what? Am I happy about that I can go in this place and buy me something to eat? You're goddamn right. Am I happy that I can pay my insurance and my car note? Not on this truck, on my other truck. Yes. Am I happy that I can feed these dogs every fucking day, twice a day? Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. And does it show in the way that I treat people that come into my store? You're mother effing right. Anybody that knows me, I love your energy, man. That's what I get a lot. I get that a lot. I love your energy. You want to know why? Because I'm good to my fellow human. White, brown, black, Christian, Muslim, what do the Indians believe? That Reiki stuff, right? The Buddhists, it don't matter. There's tons of Chinese people that come here. And they'll all tell you the same, that I always give them the same kind of energy. And it's love, man. It's being good, a good vibe, a good frequency. You know what I'm saying? A good frequency. And do I know that people do things to me? Yeah, of course I do. Break into my car at night while I'm sleeping here? Yes, dude. Ain't no doubt in my fucking mind. Because I hear things hit my truck. I hear things go ping, right? It'll go ping, and then if I look and I turn on white lights, remember that if you want to see if there's mist around you, you have to use white light. And then I'll turn on white light and I'll see the mist start to come. That's why I stopped smoking weed. And no, I don't do hard drugs and I don't drink alcohol. You don't need any of that shit. It's all right here. It's only that we have an addictive personality. We have I won't say an addictive personality, but we like routine. And we fall into routines. Whether it be drug use, alcohol use, trying to pull bitches, trying to make music, trying to twerk, trying to show how to make makeup videos, whatever it is, we fall into these habits. But my habit, I'll always try to be good to you. Until you're not good to me. Until you're not good to me. And then I will give you the same energy that you have given me. Right? Because that's what you want to do. So the other day, a fuel truck came to drop off fuel. And, the dude was being a dickhead. He wanted people to move their cars. Woo, woo. Anyways, the guy ended up bumping into me. And I was recording it. Give me your fucking love.
You give me your fucking love. You give me your fucking love, mama. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I got to give her attention when she does it. And so, nope. Hell no. You're with me now. I've got you now. You barking because you wanted me, so here you go. And so I was recording him, which made him want to bump into me, right? And then he goes, I can't let you guys see the video because it's, my company is like, I can't publish it because it's a company thing, because it was a company driver. The company driver goes, I'm gonna call the cops and maybe they'll get you to stop recording me. It was a classic misunderstanding of the laws of the land, which is the Constitution of the United States, right? And I was like, dude, you want to rethink that? You want to rethink it, man. You know, you're not thinking it through, I was telling him. I didn't call the cops. I was recording him. He called the cops. And once I showed him how he bumped into me, not only did he lose his job, but he also has a court summons. Did I want that to happen to him? No, I didn't. I didn't want that to happen to him. Because I have empathy. I didn't call the police on him. I was trying to record him to see his process in dumping fuel. That was what I was trying to do. And he totally called the cops. The cops said, hey, I can't stop him from recording you. It's the First Amendment, and we don't have no control over this property, so we can't get him to do anything, sir. And I go, well, guys, when you get done, I want to show you a video, because I think I want to file a complaint since he called you here. You might as well do something while you're here instead of, you know. Sure enough, it goes to the age-old saying of be careful what you wish for, because he was wishing for the cops to get somebody to do something, and I'll be damned if his wish didn't come true. It projected onto himself. It was pretty sad and funny at the same time. I'll show you his face, okay? Because I want you guys to see that I'm not lying to you. All right? I want you to know that I'm telling you the truth, because I know a lot of people, they don't believe me when I'm telling them things. They think that I lie to them. And you can probably try to go look for it, but it's not there for you to see because it's unlisted. See? This one right here. That guy right there. That piece of work. This video, I downloaded it because I didn't know how to put it on a drive to give to the cop. The cop goes, look, I don't really want it from YouTube. I go, well, but you're going to have to use that, okay? He's like, all right, fine. So I downloaded it onto YouTube. I sent him the video. It's on a special link. Only if you have the link can you, right? What is that called? It's called, not private, but unlisted. And it has 8 views on it. So I'm thinking that he showed the DA and other cops. He sent the link out, and they determined whether or not they're going to press charges or go follow through with the charges. Yeah, man. I don't try to, you know. Excuse me. And when it's all said and done, you'll be able to see it. And you can see how I stand tall, man. And there's no fear in me. And I try to be a good person for myself, not for anybody else. Because when you're good for yourself, other people will win if you have anybody next to you, right? I'm good for myself. What does that mean, Dave? Well, I own a bunch of materialistic things. Not a house yet, but I got the land that the house goes on to. And being that I won with that, I have that, who is going to win when I die? Who knows if I die this week, next month, whatever, right? Who's going to win? The people that fuck with me. They're going to win. They know who they are. The people that are really tight and close with me. Who is that, Dave? My son. He's going to win. Because I got life insurance. You know, I know you see I live in the truck, but I got insurance. I got life insurance. I got health, medical, dental, vision. I got all that. And I got thousands in my bank account. Why? Because I don't pay rent. And I work 50 hours a week. Some people do other things this way. I do things that way. Shout out to Miss Bonnie, man. Miss Bonnie, yo. Come on down to Frisco. Let me take you out to China Szechuan, girl. Nah, for real. So, we did an hour and 20 minutes of talking with one another. Not once did I ask for you to subscribe. Not once did I ask for you to send me anything or to fucking touch any fucking button for me. Not once. And I'll never ever. Can the channel be monetized? Probably. I got videos, I got shorts with millions of views, thousands of views. Hell, I had a fucking live stream. I got 119,000 views on that last live stream where I had the Joe Rogan podcast on. I don't want your fucking money, man. Let those who have ears, let them hear. I don't care what you consider to be a good person, dude. Be good to your goddamn self. That's what you do. Never mind all that, oh, I do it for this, I do it for that. You need to just do it for yourself, man. The power of God is you. We're made out of atoms, right? Atoms and molecules. You and neurons. You know what atoms do and the neurons when they put them under? They're exploding, dude. They're electrical. What do you want? I'm finna go get Chinese food, motherfucker. What do you want, babe? You want Wawa?
You want the Wowie? Huh? Asa my bobo, he's a freaky girl. Asa daddy Poppy, she my freaky girl.
The girls drink Evian. For those of you who think ill of me because of my dogs, like I get a lot of fucking hate, man, behind the dogs being left in the car while I played pickleball for 20 minutes. Does anybody else give their dogs Evian that lives in a car? I don't fucking think so. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that. The majority of people that like to live in their car are on drugs and have to numb themselves. Have to. Because there's the masse of humans that think like you do. That's the one thing that driver that bumped into me, that caught the case and lost the job, he kept saying that. I think it's a homeless guy. And he was calling the cop. I think he's homeless. That ain't gonna have shit to do when these motherfucking cops get here, bro. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. When you get this court summons to go to court for touching your chest against mine, he ain't even hit me, or he bumped into me, like he pushed his chest into me, kind of knocked me off my balance a little bit because he's bigger than me, right? He was hoping that he could put fear into me. But he didn't know that I knew there is no such thing. That's a control mechanism. He was trying to use a control mechanism to get me to stop recording him. I couldn't. It goes against everything that I was taught, that I learned on my own. I can't stop fucking recording you just because you're putting your cup down and you're walking up to me. I can't stop doing it just because you're... If anything, I gotta do it even more now. I gotta go head first even more now. I got too much of my ancestral blood in me. Right? My ancestors were the ones that denied your Christ. My ancestors were those. The ones that stood in front of that firing squad with their heads up. See, that's one thing I believe they did that they won't teach you. That they faced those guns with their chests out and their heads up and their children in their arms. And they stared at those people with indignity, with no fear, because they knew. They didn't need your Eurocentric teachings to help them know. They didn't need any of that. I don't need your Christian teachings to tell me that I don't have to look. Don't look at that. That's not right. What should we order on the Chinese menu, guys? How about that? Let's lighten the combo up. What should we get from the Chinese? What is that? Their... Golly, man, words leave my brain like... What, babe? What do you want? Do you want Chinese food? All right, I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna get you some Chinese food. I think Little wants Chinese food, guys. I think she wants some Chinese food. There's a girl that does a live stream, right? She does pole tricks. This is how I know. Motherfuckers, they worship, right? This is why I will always make fun of women. Sorry, Sunshine. I'm always gonna make jokes about you girls because you know what kind of power you have, especially Western women. They know the power of the woman body. And for women to say and pretend and to play like they're not powerful, you know, that's bullshit, man. That's why the queen on the chessboard can go here, there, anywhere. There's only one thing it can't do, and that's, well, actually two things. It can't jump over pieces to get where it needs to go, and it can't move in an L shape. Ooh, look at these people. They almost had an accidental. Yes, excellent. Excellent. Why is it excellent? Because it's two Lexuses. I don't have anything against rich people. I love you guys, but I know that you're heavily into materialism. You know, a lot of people are into materialism because they feel, you know, and now they're starting to preach that money it don't make you happy or something along the lines of money can't make you happy, or but it can buy things that make you happy, some shit like that, right? What about that tribe that was in the rainforest? They did a lot of remixes on it where he had his baby on his shoulders and he's singing and they're all singing and it sounds fucking beautiful, man. You think they give a fuck about jumping on a jet, dude? You think that had anything? You think being able to go to well, they lived in the tropics, but being able to go somewhere had anything to do with the harmony and the heartfelt love that came out of in their music? You think any of that materialistic shit had anything to do with that? It didn't, man. They're fucking walking barefoot through a goddamn lily pad field. And you Christians will go there and say, no, you need this. And if they don't take it, what do you fucking do? I'm going to tell you what you do because you're slick. You poison their waters. So that way that you can come build them a well. You poison something of theirs. That way you can come say, oh, well, you need this. This is why you need it. See, you're poisoned. So you need my gadgets and shit to help you. And motherfuckers are blinded. You're into it. You're like, yeah, see, that's why. You don't want to live in a third world country. Never mind the singing. Look at the disease. Look at the disease. Who put the disease there? I wasn't, I don't know any scientists that came here. I didn't have any scientists with me. They show you it in movies all the time. Where they have the secret case with the vial in it and they're trying to go somewhere with it and some fucking secret military motherfucker's trying to stop it and you guys are like, oh yeah, that's the only way to stop it. You don't peep the game, man. They're running it like the COVID, the Wuhan flu. But it's racist to call it a Wuhan flu even though it was made in Wuhan, China. What about the Spanish flu? Is that racist? Should we rename the Spanish influenza? I get confused by this shit, man. I get confused by it. You know? They say in the ancient Roman times that when Rome was coming to its end, that's what the society was arguing about. Man being a woman and a woman being a man and all that shit. This happened, all this shit's happened before. All this shit has happened before. You can't have that, Lily. You can't have it. Anyway, so back to that one girl that did pole tricks, right? Because now they have a thing where you can just flip up to the different lives. That's how I came across this chick, right? And so I see her stream, but it's just the pole. And she got 175 motherfuckers in there, including me. I was in there too. And just watching that poll, and I was just like, damn, she has 175 people in here just watching that poll. That's fucking amazing. And I flip up to go to another live because I like talking shit in the lives. If I see that it's some whatever, witchcraft, tarot card readings, it's a lot of that on the lives, guys. Tarot card readings. You know, they're remixing everything, Christians. You got Christians reading tarot cards, talking about God and all that old shit and Jesus. It's wild. It's getting very wild. And people will say that that's the devil. Well, who made that fictional character? Who made that character? Who made it? Do I like shrimp toast? I don't even know what that is, sir. You hit me with something that missed me, okay? You missed me with that one. Look at all the skiers and the rich people. They ask me, are you happy? You know, when I was unhappy, when I started dating this girl, it made me unhappy. Right? That made me unhappy. I like this. Why? Because my children are already grown. That's why I don't want to fuck with no chicks, man. I don't want to do what this guy just did. Open the car door for his gal and then kissed her right before she got in there. I don't want to do that. That was awesome. That was fucking adorable, dude. He was kissed her as he opened her door and they kissed. It was so beautiful. I love it. It made me smile. See? I can look at other people's happiness and be all right. Babe, get out of my face, bro. Stop. Go lay down. Go. You know, I was at the Chinese place. I normally let them have cheese wontons. Is that bad? I get a lot of people sending me stuff about what my dogs should eat and shouldn't eat. I'm just like, man, dude, it's all a mind game. Every single bit of it. It's all a way to get you to do something. It's all a way to get you to jump left or right, backwards or forwards. You know? Say, vegetable beef lo mein. What? Let's do this, guys. We're going to do a medium wonton soup and an order of crab cheese wontons. And then later on tonight, we'll do some Wendy's. Do you guys like Wendy's? I fucking love Wendy's. Always fresh, never frozen. Absolutely delicious. You know? Absolutely delicious, guys. Now, for real. Let's see what we got. So I broke down that Joe Rogan video, right? I would pause and talk over it. But they were holding it for some kind of copyright issue. So I've been emailing YouTube back and forth saying, look, if you go through the video, you can see how I talk through it. I pause it. You hear that? That's why they'll call the cops on me. I'll leave my girls here and they'll do that. And people, soft people, will walk by and go, oh my God, what's going on in there? Oh my God! Someone call Pet Catastrophe! Hello, Pet Catastrophe? Yes, I'd like to report a pet catastrophe. I don't know what's going on. I think he has a dog fighting ring inside of his truck. Please send some help. Thank you. Bosworth, what's happening, baby? I see you're the only one that held on. Everybody else took off. Bosworth is the only guy that held on. Everyone else took off. Girls, stay and be good, like Jesus would say. You saw the guy on his phone? Illegal. It was illegal.
Can I get a receipt copy? Thank you. Pick up. We almost ready, okay? You order yet?
Nah, I know it, brother.
What would you like?
Medium wonton soup
Uh-huh.
with cheese wontons.
Okay.
That's it. Deliciousness.
You bake today, huh?
What's that?
Not gonna have a big meal today, huh?
No, yeah, just that. Maybe I'll eat something later on. But I love your soup.
Thank you. 13.55.
Mother!
How are you?
Everything is good, Mother. How's the boy?
Well, next door.
Is he? He loves that place, huh?
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, oh, he's there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or sometimes he's
He
good.
likes to
Yeah.
shoot the bow. Yeah, he told me you got him a bow, man.
Yeah, well, better that he playing iPad and iPhone,
That's
you know.
right. Learn how to pull the bow back. You're right.
I'd rather he doing something, you know, like
Yes.
outdoor or something, you know, fun. Not only just, oh, can I see your card again? Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Just somehow it's not good. Oh. Mm. There you go, finally. Yep.
Yes, he said you got him a traditional bow. So that's
Something
awesome.
for the key. You don't need a fancy one.
Don't need a
Because
fancy
you
one.
don't
Not
know
yet.
when he's going to break it.
Yes, that's right. Maybe when he's a little older.
Uh-huh. Charlie Szechuan?
Thank you, brother. Hi. This is my spot, man. Let's put the glasses back on. This is the spot. Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't want to hear the shit that I'll be saying, man. Or they'll be like, I already know that. They want to see something more dramatic, you know? They want to see women. They like to look at the women, dude. I knew this one girl, right? And I met her like 7 years ago. And she,
Not yet, not this one.
I seen her the other day and she was completely different. I'm talking about her whole appearance, right? And she said, I'm gonna do I forgot what she called it, a revision That's what they call fixing their bodies and all that. It's called a revision. She had 100,000 subscribers. 100,000 subscribers, bro. And she was fucking, to a motherfucker that didn't know any better. Yeah, she was like all that. She was like, we're talking about social media platforms and things that she wanted to do, and cause she was like, I got an OnlyFans, but I'm scared to start doing stuff. Like I want somebody there with me, almost like she was trying to get me to come in to the OnlyFans thing with her, right? But then she was like asking for drugs. She wanted pills, but she didn't care what kind, right? She was asking me this in Spanish. And right then, dude, I was just like, I didn't press send. Right, 'cause she gave me her phone number. And I was gonna press send as we were talking, but then she rushed into that drug shit, dude. She rushed into it. And so I never pressed send, dude, and I don't fuck with people like that. Cause I can tell, cause she was on the phone with like two other dudes. And that's what chicks are doing nowadays. They're getting a stable of guys because they want to emulate men. So she wanted a stable of guys. She wanted me to be in the stable with the other guys. No, thank you. What is it? Nope. I did not pay for that. I've been knowing this family. Like I know their son. He was a little dude pushing himself around on the little trikes. Now this little dude's running all over the little shopping center, going to the jiu-jitsu place. Smart kid, man. Smart kid. He's like 6 or 7 or 8. He'd be running the register, answering the phone. It's adorable. But that's the power that women have, and they try to act like they don't have power. They're still on that we don't have power stuff. But you guys are powerful. Very, very much so. But like with every power, it always fades. So that's why when you have that power, see, that's the shit that Kevin Samuels be talking about. When you have that power, invest it into someone, but there's that fear factor, right? What's the fear factor, guys? Oh, I'm going to invest all my youth into this guy and then he's going to leave me when we get old. That's the thing. Well, maybe you 20-year-old chick should find you a 40-year-old husband. He already old. He won't, But you won't do that, right? You won't do that. A few will. Like when I was 35, I had a 19-year-old girlfriend. Not yet. Maybe this? This? What is this?
I don't know.
What is it?
你这样塞我看多了吗？你记得吗？
我知啊，我個需要我係甜雞啊，no Swiss
That's why they killed Kevin Samuel. He was trying to retrain his group of people. Then all of a sudden he died of a heart attack. They killed him. He didn't listen to what he was telling chicks. And he was making them go, damn, you're right. But what would that do? What he was teaching, what would that do? That would start bringing families together. They don't want that. That's why Eastern cultures deny Western cultures, right? This family here, all these people that work here are family, bro. Cousins and uncles and shit in this Chinese restaurant. They're all related. Brother man, I appreciate you, bro.
I'll see you later, my
Yes,
friend.
sir. I will see you.
Put in, but you know where to go.
Yes, sir.
Tell you next time, okay?
All right, my friend. God bless you, man.
God bless you, David.
Kev was dope, man. Kev was teaching, right? All those girls, what we tell them? He tell them, buy a dog and be happy. Right? They don't lie. They want a guy that looks better than them. Look, girls, we're not supposed to be prettier than you, okay?
Hi, babies, I got it. Hey, daddy doggy, you see my pretty girl.
I am in agreement with that. Right? I used to do that kind of shit. Make sure that my hair was, you know. And I think my auntie told me, she was like, you don't want to be prettier than your girlfriend, David. And I didn't understand what she was saying at first. But now I know. Did you know that they have outlawed plastic bags in a world made of plastic? Because they say that there is a plastic island floating in the Pacific. I've never seen this plastic island, but they say it's there. So I guess I will act on faith. Did you know that there are things? I'm not going to do a mukbang, guys. I'm going to end the live so that I can eat. Hey, listen, man, it was great talking to you. Mr. Bosworth, I appreciate your feedback, my fellow humanoid. All you other people that may have gotten upset by the things that I said, it's just words, guys. All right? Don't let the words fuck you up. Okay? And I understand. You don't understand the emotion that wells up inside of you through the spelling. I get it. Try to gain control of those feelings and emotions that are bursting inside of your chest and your brain when something happens that you don't like. You conquer those things. All right? Don't try to conquer the person saying them. Conquer yourself. Conquer the feelings of anger and anxiety that are overwhelming you. I wish I could show you guys that video where the guy walked up to me in my face, man. I didn't budge, not one bit, man. Do you think I wanted to? Of course, but you have to control these feelings. You have to conquer yourself. And that's what I was doing. I was conquering myself. All right?